Good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, January 10th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here that price continues to trend higher at a very steep pace. Very clear pattern of strength within this uptrending channel here. We are at new highs and holding after a strong bottom here. This is a very strong low, a very huge day as we talked about before. So this pivot low is going to be very, very important. 31.81 now significantly important. The way that we're holding up here, again, it wouldn't surprise if we did come back and try to grab that low and then try again. But everything continues to trend up. So even if there is a pullback of some sort, there could be a buying opportunity ahead. As I've mentioned, we're never too far away from a new all-time high in this one. And so even after this recent pullback, we were already back to a high that same day. Again, even if we were to drop down and test that LVN again, it could still be a great spot between 31.60 and 31.80 down the road. As of right now, everything's still trending up. You have a big day up 2 days ago. Still have kind of a 2-day range type of day here with an upward bias. So again, everything still continues to show strength on a very short-term basis. Keep an eye on 32.78, 32.77. A failure to hold that zone opens up intraday weakness back toward 32.65 or lower. So watch that zone right there. If we take a look here at the NQ, you'll see similar price action on the NQ. It's up right now. It has continued to push higher after the recent pullback low. Again, that pivot low is going to be very important, 86.78. This market has had very clear directional conviction. So again, any pullback, even if it's a shallow pullback, could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. As of right now, again, very similar to the ES, keep an eye on that 90-20 level, 90-20, 90-22. A failure to hold that zone could open up some intraday weakness. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Here's crude oil. You'll see again, big outside day down, major day. This was the most significant range day that session, and we're seeing range bound action here. Yesterday was a pretty quiet range bound day, and then today, so far heading into the RTH Open, it's trading just 29% of average. So 56 ticks of range. It's been averaging $1.92. Obviously this day really pushed the average up significantly by itself, but in general the last 4 to 5 days have been big compared to what we saw at the end of the year. So right now this thing right here is showing exactly the same type of price action you would expect. High range day followed by a couple of narrow range days. The flow is still to the downside, and so I would say that any pullback here, even as high as that previous month's close, 61 quarter, could be an opportunity to sell it for a continuation. So a failed high could be a great way to get in on this one. It appears like this one is headed back toward 52. So you have this trading range that has been in play. We're coming off this one. We could be headed down to 54 and as low as 51 to 52. Lastly, taking a look at gold futures. Gold also had a big day a couple of days back, but this one has pulled back into the trigger zone. Again, the ES and the NQ remain very strong, but this one has been even more strong here lately in certain spurts. It has broken that major channel to the upside. It's gotten the first big push. Right here you're seeing buying type of price action here where buyers have come in to defend the trigger zone, and you're seeing price push up a little bit inside day. This all suggests more strength. Now whether we zoom past the prior pivot high or merely come up to retest the zone, I don't know yet, but this looks like a really good buy opportunity here. Again, as we mentioned yesterday, could develop into that and is still developing into that with an inside day here. We're starting to see a breakout to the upside on an intraday basis, likely based off the jobs number here, and that could boost things much higher. Keep an eye on 1546 for this one. As long as it remains above 1546, more upside is ahead. A failure to hold that level could break things down even more. Alright, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.